My name is Louis Castle. I'm the Vice President of Creative Development for Electronic Arts Los Angeles, and I'm the executive producer for Battle for Middle-earth 2 on the Xbox 360. Well, the thing that really motivated us to bring a great real-time strategy experience to consoles was that for many, many years we felt that the core compulsions ought to be accessible to players who play from their living room couch instead of in front of their computer screen. And that really motivated us. We said, you know, this is so much fun, we've really got to bring it to the consumers. So one of the things that we realized is that many approaches in the past have sort of taken the idea of taking a personal computer game and trying to map it over to a controller. But that really wasn't where we started. We started by saying, look, let's make a game about many, many different units, big battles, big epic events, but let's build it from the console controller up. Not try to take something else and move it over, but literally reimagine it for this platform. We wanted to make sure that the game was very easy to play to somebody who had played a real-time strategy game before or not. So we really controlled or built the controls around the view frustum, which is what you actually see. What you see is what you get. And one button, which is an action button. And that button even has a visual aid on the screen which always tells you what it's about to do. So with just these two components, we were able to unlock almost all of the power that you could do in a real-time strategy game with just very, very few controls. And that allowed us to layer much more complex controls and allow for a lot more depth on the rest of the controller. A lot of people play these types of products on their PCs and they just can't imagine how they could bring this over to a console, or why would you? But you know, there's a very different experience. When you're sitting in your living room and you're 10 feet away from the screen, you've got a big HD screen, you've got 5.1 audio. I mean, that's an amazing experience. And for something like the epic battles of Middle-earth, that just can't be beat. Sitting a couple feet away from your computer screen is exciting, but it's not quite the same experience. So this is something that, you know, we've just really wanted to bring to the players. Well, throughout my history in the game industry, we've done a lot of porting of games from the PC over to consoles. And I really like to think of this one as an adaptation. And the reason I say that is, if you were to adapt a film to a video game, you would use a lot of the assets, a lot of the story elements, but you would reimagine it. And that's what we've done here. We've actually taken the game, the core essence of what is a great game on a personal computer, and we've adapted it for a new platform, literally from the ground up. What was really exciting to us about the 360 was the emphasis that they have on the live community. So we've actually added more gameplay modes for the live mode unique to the 360 version. These are hero versus hero, a resource race, capture and hold, and King of the Hill. So these modes are very familiar to first-person shooter gamers, but not to real-time strategy gamers. So this is really exciting. Even if you've played the PC game, this is something you got to try because they're a lot of fun. We really focused on making the live experience the best we possibly could. So we supported features like voice over IP, which allow people to talk to each other. And because of that, and because of basically the design of the Xbox 360, we kept our size of players down to 4. And it just feels like a really natural fit. And by the way, most people always play, or usually play, 4 or fewer characters during a real-time strategy game. Remember though, even if you're playing head-to-head, each player is in charge of hundreds of units. So this isn't like two guys on an empty map. These are really full, robust worlds with up to 6 different sides. So it's a very, very different experience. Even with just a couple of players, you have these really epic battles going on. So one of the things that was really important to us as part of the live experience was leaning into this idea of achievements. So throughout the single player and multiplayer game experience, you may accomplish a level at a particular level of expertise, and that will unlock something. It's not just a badge though, it actually goes into the gameplay because many of these achievements unlock heroes, which you can then use in the hero versus hero mode online. So it's actually a lot of fun. It's not just going through the game and kind of checking off the boxes, it's also about unlocking new levels of play. So I'm really excited about bringing these great epic battles from the Lord of the Rings universe to your living room, and that's coming this summer on the Xbox 360.